Buenas tardes a todos, bienvenidos. Para una mejor experiencia, les solicitamos por favor que mantengan sus micrófonos muteados. Todo el material que presentaremos puede ser utilizado para difusión y promoción. Muchas gracias y que disfruten del evento.
Muy buenas tardes y bienvenidos a una edición más de este espacio de History, donde vamos a poder hoy, aquí y ahora, con uno de los nuevos presentadores y uno de los más grandes actores de su generación. Procedente de México, Dani Trejo, es hoy por hoy el presentador de la serie Misterios Inexplorados, que es el gran estreno para History. Este año 2025 venimos con todo. Y esa serie trata de algo que les va a fascinar. Video, por favor. Es el momento de presentarles al único e incomparable Dani Trejo de Misterios Inexplorados. Bienvenido, Dani. Welcome.
Why not?
Hey, Dani, everybody wants to know, how do you feel to be the chosen one? Yes, you have been chosen to be the hosts of this new TV series of History Channel. How do you feel about it?
First of all, I'm so proud. I mean, it's unbelievable to be with Dan Aykroyd and William Shatner. I've known both of them for years. That's Captain Kirk from Star Wars. You know, so I mean, what? God, I forget. That's
Star Trek.
Star Trek. So I'm really,
you are
really proud.
surrounded.
I was really, amazed when they asked me because history was probably one of the only grades that I ever got good in school.
Wow. I mean, you're surrounded by amazing company. Morgan, Lauren Fishburne, Dan Aykroyd, William Shatner, Dennis Quaid, and so many other names that are going to be announced very soon. So,
Yes.
how do you feel to be part of such a great company, and why you think your series is so different and unique?
I first of all, I'm so proud to be included in that group, and secondly, it's like I was I was overjoyed when I found out that we were doing it. 20 episodes. I think that's oh man, it's just like so. It's kind of like a dream come true because I've always kind of wanted a somewhat of a TV series, and somewhere where I could go places and do things.
Talking about going to places, you have been all over the world. You also have all over
Yes.
Latin America. You have been in Mexico, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, and so many other countries. What are your best memories of Latin America?
Well, being in when I got to see, we did a film in Mexico. And I got to see some of the ruins, some of the. I when I was there, they discovered another pyramid right next to a church downtown, and it was amazing to watch them. And when I was in Argentina, I mean, it's like God's little spot, and all of them. It's like I've been in Brazil, I've been in Venezuela. I think Canaimas
That's in Venezuela.
in Venezuela is like Diosito's got that reserved for him.
It's a breathtaking view. Yes, it is.
Yes.
So we have 20 episodes, but share with us which episode do you think catch your interest?
Well, you know what? See, I like things that are like possible for anyone. It's like not everybody can go uh, half a mile in the ocean to look for treasure. It's like I like the lady that was digging in her backyard and unearthed a Roman temple. It's like, you know,
Great.
She was just quería plantar frijoles. I don't know what she was doing. She was just digging in her backyard
Wow.
and found this Roman temple, and she became rich and digging up a battleship in Manhattan totally by accident. They were working on the World Trade Center. So it's like things that happen accidentally, I think, are like so much more interesting than actually having a map and going and looking and doing that.
Yeah, since you mentioned that, one of the episodes is about these big balls or big these spheres that they found in Costa Rica. Another one is two episodes that you have in Colombia, and of course many episodes in Mexico talking about the temple that you just described. So this is very close to our heart and very close to our land.
Absolutely. Well, one
How
of
do
the
you
things
feel?
is that when
Go
you
ahead,
when you
please.
watch these and you see them and you know that these some of the things that are unearthed are found were here before man, and it's like, wait a minute, how can that be? And they're dated back so many years, and you're like, there's history, let's figure this out. And so that's the kind of things that I absolutely love.
So I have to ask this question: how do you feel, or what it means Mexico to you?
Well, I love Mexico, and they, every time every time I go down there, I can't walk. It's like there's people outside my hotel, and I just sign autographs, and but that happens like in most of the well, all over the world now, but in Mexico, I get quite a what do
A
you
fan
call it, a
base.
welcoming. and and
Yes.
and for me, I'm so proud to somewhat represent el mexicano.
Perfect. We love to hear that. So, um, you have done so many movies. We want to know which movie has a special place in your heart and why.
Machete.
Ah,
I,
yes.
I love
You're known as
I did.
Machete
I
now.
love mainly because he was a police officer. He came over here. He was a day laborer, and it kind of and it's strange, but Robert Rodriguez did the Mexican border wall, all that stuff, way before Trump did.
Yes, yes. And that was fiction. And that was fiction. Let's remember that. That was
Yeah,
fiction.
yeah. Trump made it real.
Yes. So now we're going to share with you one segment of the first episode of this amazing series called Mistérios con Dani Trejo.
Well,
Mistérios Inexplorados con Dani Trejo por History Channel.
see,
That's exactly
that's what
what
I
you're talking
mean.
about.
Hey, you could go into your grandma's closet or attic and start. What is this painting? I have found. I can remember when I was young, we used to clean out garages for people, and we would find old paintings and stuff. And 12, 13 years old, we didn't care. We just give them back. But now I see, God, man, some of those could have been worth.
Millions and millions of dollars, as we can see in one. That's the first episode of the series, and we have 20 episodes with Danny Trejo just to start the first season. So now, if you're ready, Danny, we are going to start with the Q&A with from our friends from Latin America. We have so many media outlets who wants to talk to you and ask you questions about your TV series. So, Mariana, ¿me ayudas?
Okay.
Yes, Marcel Botelho from Estación Nerd, Brazil.
Hello, hi Cesar,
Yeah.
hi Danny. It's an honor. I am
Hi.
a huge fan of your work. Danny, what you have a great career acting. What's more challenging for you, acting or presenting this TV show?
You know what? I love both of them. The acting is a lot of fun. It's what I do, and I this is kind of more helping kids because I know that right now when you show one of these shows, hay niños that are writing down stuff que pueden ir a la escuela and mira, it's a learning. It's more learning than just robbing a bank.
Absolutely. It's not, I mean, we always say that this is um, entertainment senses with information, with culture. Es entretenimiento que enseña historia. Tú te educas,
Exactly.
tú conoces y tú entiendes con history. Y esa es la gran diferencia, porque es entretenimiento con sentido, con sustancia, con vitaminas. Vamos con la siguiente pregunta.
Sebastián Hernández from Sensacine, Colombia.
Hi, Danny. What's up? Nice to meet you. Well, my
How you
question,
doing? How you doing?
my question will be, what was the mystery or story what surprised you the most while doing this show?
What surprised me the most?
Yes,
Oh,
maybe
Yes.
what
no,
your favorite chapter or episode
When-
of the
when three kids were playing soccer out in a field, and one of them kicked something and ended up taking home a treasure that they found, and Mama got the treasure and said, "Go play some more soccer." It's like they,
Yes.
So that's I love things that are found by accident, not with the government giving you money to go look for treasure. It was just things that were a lady that found a Roman villa in her backyard when she was planting frijoles or something.
Es correcto. Las siguientes preguntas.
Yes, Melvin Arce from El Comercio Newspaper, Peru.
Hi, Danny. This is Melvin from Peru. Hello.
Welcome.
Well,
What's
your
you
question?
were saying at the beginning, you were saying
Thank
at the
you.
beginning that you used to have good grades in history. So I'd like to know more about your interest in history, because I have read that you years ago, when you filmed Anaconda with the Peruvian director Luis Llosa, you surprised everybody in the cast with your knowledge about the Amazon. So I'd like to know more about that and about your passion for history.
That was Mrs. Finley, my fourth grade teacher, and I was from East Los Angeles, so I didn't care about the Amazon River. And that lady taught me things that I didn't even care about. And when we were doing Anaconda, we were on the Amazon River, and everybody was asking questions, and I knew the answers. And it was like, I remember Ice Cube saying, "Hey, how did you know that, Denny? You're a gangster." And, gangsters aren't supposed to know it. And I couldn't say that, well, my teacher, Mrs. Finley, taught me, because so I told Ice Cube, "Hey, cuando estaba preso, when I was in prison, I read a lot." And por Diosito, I felt Mrs. Finley pull
Your ear.
used to do.
That's funny. Now we know more about you than we were expecting. Next question, please.
Juan Carlos García de Reforma Newspaper, Mexico.
Hello, Danny. How are you? Very nice to have the chance to talk to you. Right here, I have so many images of your toys. There are a lot of toys of Danny Trejo. Which one would be your favorite, and how much do you think would cost if we find it as a real treasure?
Those toys, figurines of you, how much would they be worth if they found it as like treasure? So
Well, you know what? Anything that you bury that's gone for a long time, when somebody digs it up, it's going to be worth something. I've got a whole bunch of them buried in my backyard. So if later on, 50 years from now, my kids can dig them up and they'll have treasure.
So
That's
those are
great.
your
Thank you.
treasures and your savings. ¿Alguna otra pregunta de Reforma? ¿Estamos bien?
¿Qué nos puedes decir? Sorry. What can you tell us about what was the most exciting part of this show?
Danny, which one was the most fun part of doing this show for history?
What's that? I'm
What
sorry,
do
I
you like?
missed it.
No problem. What do you like the most of doing this TV show for History Channel?
Learning the experience of learning how people find things and what they do with them and just seeing the excitement when somebody finds what was it? One of the a dog brought home a big bone, and they found out it belonged to a dinosaur, and then everybody's looking to where the dog got the bone. So,
Correct.
stuff.
That's a surprising element. What the kid you hook. Perfect. Let's go with the next question, please, Mariana.
Yes, Pablo Arriagada from Empalco, Chile.
Hi, Danny. Thank you for your time. I'm very pleased to meet you. I know you're honored to be with William Shatner and Dan Aykroyd in history, but you're a legend as well. You've done it all. You're acting, producing, writing, even business. I need to try those Trejos Donut and tacos someday. But now you're in television with Mysteries on Earth. But is there another dream or project you'd like to accomplish at your age?
Well, you know what? First of all, I've loved William Shatner forever. All right, I mean that's Star Trek from a long time ago, and I absolutely adore him, and all the people that are on it are just great. So I'm excited to just do the whole thing, and as we're doing it, it's like more fun after just hanging out, and they're all excited. It's fun when you get a bunch of people that really love what they're doing.
That's right. And better when they are able to showcase entertainment and history at the same time. I totally agree with that. So let's go with the next question, please. That's what it is,
Guillermo,
history, entertainment, to bring more audiences and be able to teach younger generations in a fun way history.
we continue with Guillermo Martinez from Sincericidio Magazine, Argentina.
Hola Dani, ¿cómo estás? Te voy a hacer la pregunta en español. Como
Ok.
actor, ¿hay algún papel o un personaje inexplorado que nos quede por conocer a nosotros como público?
No, I've done them all from babysitters to murder. So it's like from hatchet, navajas, cuchillos, tijeras. I was machete. So I'll play a tree si quieren. Tomás paga más dinero. Fruta. But this I love this. I love because it's not only fun; it's learning. It's and I think that's what it's funny because now any school that I go to, I got all these kids coming up. We seen you on the History Channel, and I made a report. They write stuff down and make a report on it. So good.
That's the way it works.
Gracias, Dani.
Mariana, yes.
Yes, Ederly Fortunato from Críticos, Brazil.
Hello, Danny. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
I'd like to know, you have given your voices to a video game some time ago, and now you are presenting a TV show. I would like to know what's the difference with your voice work in a video game and now presenting a show. How did you work your voice? Because you have a very distinctive, very beautiful voice, and we know we can we can sense that's you without seeing your face. But what's the difference between working on the game and working on this show? Thank you.
Well, the difference working on a game, you have to kind of just do it, and you know, if you're shooting somebody, you kind of got to look like you're shooting somebody. But when you're doing a serious TV show, which this is, because it's the learning channel. It's, you know, it's the history channel. So one of the things I love is that it's information, whether you want it or not. It's like Mrs. Finley teaching me about the Amazon River, and I didn't even care about it, but she still taught me about it. That was from East Los Angeles. Tell me about the East Los Angeles River, you know. But when we were on the Amazon, I knew all the answers.
And that's the gift that keep us giving,
Thank you.
learning.
Patricia Villanueva from El Heraldo, Mexico.
Hi, thank you. Hi, Danny. And my question is, you already said the reality super fiction. What do you think about everything that Trump is doing now?
¿Puedes preguntar en español, por favor? No te entendimos la pregunta, perdón. ¿Puedes repetir la pregunta en español?
Sí, gracias. Mi pregunta es que ya
What's
decías
going
que
on now?
Yes, in the government. Bueno, mi pregunta es que ya decías que la realidad supera la ficción. ¿Qué opinas de todo lo que está pasando ahora en el gobierno de Estados Unidos con Donald Trump y la situación de los migrantes que hay, que la gente que vive allá?
You know, I know that no matter what happens, sounder minds will prevail. I know that everything is going to work out the way Diosito wants it to. And it's like, what we got to do is be patient and be tolerable and be kind to our neighbor and work with the rest of the world, you know. And I know that we're gonna work it all out. And I'm gonna go get some property in Mexico.
Perfect. Keep going, Mariana.
Ricardo Bedoya from Caracol Radio, Colombia.
Hi, Danny. How are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for your time. Prefiero preguntar en español. ¿Cuál es el gran misterio de la vida de Danny Trejo?
The great mystery?
Yeah.
Of the life of Danny Trejo.
My life?
Yeah.
Is that I'm still alive. I'm sorry. They didn't think I was getting out of the 60s, you know, so being here is a blessing. And every day I'm on the green side of the grass. For me, it's a blessing. And I thank Diosito every day. And in 1969, I promised Diosito that if he lets me die with dignity, I will say his name every day and I will do whatever I can for my fellow man.
The next question comes from Cesar Huerta from Universal newspaper in Mexico. He would like to know what's the most incredible thing that you, Danny Trejo, have found through his life.
Did you say the most incredible scene?
Stuff, whatever you have discovered. Yes. That you have discovered
I have to say,
throughout your years. Or someone. It's maybe something, or maybe
I
someone.
discovered.
Yes, that you found or you discover. Like, you know, the series is about discoveries unearthed, things that are very valuable. Is anything that you found as a kid, maybe that was meant something important to you?
I don't. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Go ahead. Say
Don't
that
worry.
again.
Don't worry. They would like to know if by any chance you know the series is about to find treasures, making from trash things that are not important to everybody, and you get surprised that it's a treasure. Did you ever have an experience like that during your life that you found something that was valuable to you?
Oh wait, I understand. Yeah, you know what? I've found like a lot of different like treasures and stuff, but usually when I was helping somebody clean out a garage, or you find like I remember I found a fishing pole from like 1920. I think I still got it, you know, and stuff like that, but nothing really, you know, like my biggest treasure is a 1930 Ford pickup truck that I have.
Oh wow! How do you get it? You bought it, or you fix it up, or
Yeah,
how was it?
yeah. Somebody had it and had to get rid of it, so I got it. And, I've got my next. I sold a 1942 Chevy Stylemaster, which was the last car that the United States made. Was in 1942 because they started making army vehicles.
Wow!
That was my treasure.
What? Here's a question from Pulimetro, Chile. The question is: in a world where everything is about artificial intelligence, they would like to know, what do you think people are still surprised when it's such a big discovery like the painting of the Rembrandts in the living room of the grandmas?
Did you say that again?
Yes, they would like to know, why do you think people still impressed, surprised about these unexpected findings in the living room of a grandma or the garden of the lady in Italy? What do you think people get so surprised with
Well,
it?
you know, I honestly believe that they picture themselves going through an old garage and finding some kind of hidden treasure, you know, and it's funny because the minute uh, I remember going through my mom's old garage looking for stuff, you know. So it's just the excitement of looking and finding. It's like pretty soon I'm going to Chihuahua,
Yes.
Mexico. I have a friend down there who has a mine, a crystal mine, and
Okay.
we always look for different, you know, different crystals and stuff. And it's like so exciting to find something that has been buried for thousands of years. Yeah, you understand? So I go
Absolutely.
to like uh, it's called Hot Springs, Arkansas. Let me one of them big crystals out there. At Hot Spring, Arkansas, and I go digging for these crystals, and it's like amazing. They get like such you get such good vibes from 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 stuff like this.
Wow. That was in Chihuahua?
And, and besides being worth about 40 grand, it's like it was a rock, you know, and people would miss it. And so
You pass by and you don't know
this
the
is
word.
this is like wow, you know, and so it's like you can do any. There's you can go on treasure hunts. You can go walking through the woods looking for stuff, and it's like that's the exciting stuff. If I get a map, that's cheating.
Well, we have more questions for you. Mariana, vamos.
Omar Garcia from Milenio Newspaper, Mexico.
Hello, Mr. Trejo. My question is, what direction do you think this project will give you to your career?
What direction will this project give you to your career?
What direction? I'm not sure what you mean, but the direction that I'm going in is just discovering. I love it. I love finding mysteries. Hey, where did this come from? And and even how much is this worth? And so
Of course, that's the way to go. And learning in the way that the history about these objects and the connection with the civilizations, that's what a history is all about. Now let's go with the next question.
Yes, Victoria Pratini from Filmelier, Brazil and Mexico.
Okay.
Hello, Cesar. Hello, Danny. Nice to meet you. You've built an unforgettable career playing tough, larger-than-life characters in action and cult films, but now you step into a role that's more guiding and storytelling. Do you see any similarities between hosting a mystery series and playing a character in a movie? And also, why should your fans watch this show?
it's like, well, first of all, history, I think, was the only class I ever got a good grade in school. I wasn't much of a student, and school bored me, but history was always interesting. So when my agent came up with this, I said, absolutely, I want to do it. And I'll be going down to Mexico, I think Chihuahua, pretty soon, because that's where one of the mines is, and we'll be digging for different mines. This is kind of different because I'm me. I'm not playing un bravo. I'm not playing a killer. I'm not playing mean. I'm just me, and I like me.
And that's the way we like it.
Nice.
And
Thank you.
Fede Lísica,
Thank you.
Fede Lísica, muito obrigado. Fede Lísica, de página 2 in Newspaper Argentina, we like to know. You're known for a badass attitude, and you have many tattoos. You have many tattoos in your body. So the question is, do you know which one is going to be your next tattoo? One. And two, will you make a tattoo about a discovery that you can make in this TV series?
Wow.
So what's your next tattoo? And would you make a tattoo from this series onto your body?
You know what? I don't know. Depending on if I find some gold, I'll wear it around my neck. I'm kind of finished with tattoos. I've got all that I can take, really. I don't know. I might have another one.
Okay, so let's see what is going to be the next one. Do we have more questions, Mariana?
Yes, Leonardo Guerrero from Diario 24 Horas, Mexico.
Hi, Danny. Such an honor to greet you here from Mexico City, from University City, actually. So my question is, history as a social science has been subject to stereotypes such as it is for grown-ups, it is not for the youth. So what would you say to us, to the youth, so we can be motivated and excited to watch this show? Because I was, when we just saw the trailer, I was really excited about the Lost Humboldt. So that is my question. How could you relate this show to the youth?
Like, how do you get the youth excited about it?
I would. And let me tell you something. What I like about this show is that you can get information that you can actually use in school and impress teachers with. Because I've already jotted down some things that teachers would love to know. So I think history. History is one of the best jumping points we have for the future. It's like history repeats itself, and I think the world is a great, great big place. So there's a lot of mysteries that are still uncovered, and kids could be the lucky ones to find them.
I couldn't agree more, Danny. Thank you so much for your time.
Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mariana, more questions?
Yes, Emilio Josami from El Liberal Newspaper, Argentina.
Muy buenas tardes.
Argentina.
hace un instante dijo que todo en su vida es enseñanza, es aprendizaje. Mi pregunta es, ¿qué enseñanzas le dejó a usted las historias de Misterios Inexplicables? ¿Y qué enseñanzas deja estas historias al público en general?
You know, one of the things that I always say is that everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else. Everything. And it seems to me that in order to have a good life, you've got to be willing to help others. Everything. I have seen very, very wealthy people, very, very sad people, and the people that seem to be givers seem to be extremely happy, whether they got money or not. And I think that's the way that I love to live. I want to be a giver. I want people to know that, hey, you can always come to me. And it's like, that's the way I want to live. And that's the way, that's where I'm at. That's how I got here. I helped a guy that was in prison. I was doing a movie called Blood In, Blood Out, and we were doing it in San Quentin. And I helped a guy that was in San Quentin. Now, 8 years later, after when he got out, I ran into him and asked him what he was doing, and he said, "Hey, I took your advice. I'm staying clean, and I'm helping addicts, and blah 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 blah." And he was doing good. Well, he got a bad liver, and he needed a liver transplant. So he went to the hospital, got one, but in the meantime, he sort of lost everything he had. So I told him, "Well, move in with me, and I got an extra room, and we'll you can be my assistant." And 10 years ago, that same guy saved my son's life.
Wow.
Literally. My son was using drugs and he was dying, and I was in Germany, and Mario snatched him up, brought him home, and then when I got back, we took him to Rim of the World, a drug detox, and my son just became a member of the DGA. He's now a director. So God pays us back for good deeds, but in his time.
The times of God are always the perfect times. That's correct. Do we have more questions?
Yes,
I
Arturo
believe so.
Tovar
We can
from
read it.
Munich, Mexico.
I love Mexico.
And Mexico loves you.
I'm going to Chihuahua. I'm going to a mine in Chihuahua.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Trejo. It's such a pleasure talking to you here from Mexico. I gotta tell you, I just been to LA and I love Trejo's tacos. They are the best.
All right.
We know now that Machete don't text, Machete don't tweet, but it seems like Machete does mysteries. So what is it that makes Danny Trejo the perfect host for Mysteries on Earth?
Well, you know what? First of all, it's like people that kind of love what they do and get to do what they love. That kind of makes a good narrator, I think. I don't like narrators that are kind of like, well, here, this is exciting. You know, it's like I get excited about every episode. And I think that's one of the keys, that if you're excited about what you're doing, and I'm so thrilled, it's unbelievable.
Nothing is better than be authentic. Correct. Please keep going. ¿Qué más? You want to add something else?
Oh, sorry.
No, Mariana, let's go. I think the guy from Mexico wants to add something. That's why I was asking, because I think his audio cut off.
No, I was just saying that I was so very glad to talk to him, and it was such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Talking to you,
Marcos Almeida from Ilha do Metal, Brazil.
Olá, Mr. Danny. Welcome to Brazil. My question is so simple. For a great actor and an icon like you, what is the biggest challenge to present this TV show?
What was the biggest challenge for this show?
The biggest challenge, you know what? It was the challenge was not having so much fun, and you know, they got mad at me because a couple of times I went, "Wow, really?" It was like, so you know, you got to like kind of stay, what do you call it, a little bit professional, I guess. Yeah. But I love doing this, and this is kind of what I've been searching for anyways, this kind of stuff, you know, the History Channel. That's on at my house all day long, you know, and you know, Mysteries Unearthed. You can't get no better than that. Yeah.
Correct.
Thank you so
Let's
much.
go. Next question, Mariana.
We have a second question from Vittoria Pratini. Victoria?
Hello, again. So this show have many cases exploring. The show could be the plot of a great movie. If you could turn one of these mystery into a feature film, which one would you choose and why?
Wow. I would love to find a treasure chest of gold under the ocean. There's a couple of episodes that show, you know, finding these unbelievable jewels, and you know, and you think that you need scuba gear. It's like these people found them, you know, 100 yards off the shore.
Nice. So we can expect a new movie from you.
Yeah.
About this.
You never know.
We'll star in
Thank
it.
you.
Melvin Arce from El Comercio, Peru.
Hi, then again. I know that besides being a very hardworking actor, you're also a man that loves food, with many restaurants like the one that my colleague visit. So I know that you also have published 2 cookbooks, and I want to know what brought you to that world, to the gastronomic world, and if you know something about Peruvian food.
Do you know
We
anything
know
about
that
Peruvian food and what
you love.
Wait,
You love.
you know, I missed some of that. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. We know that you love to cook, and you have a couple of
I
cookbooks
love
yourself.
I've got 4 restaurants, and you know, I've cooked in all of them, and we have one in London, and you know, God, well, I would have put one in Brazil. I love Brazil.
And she would like to know what do you know about Peruvian cuisine, la comida de Perú.
Peruvian food? What do you know about it?
I don't know. I'll try it. I've eaten Peru. We have a couple of Peruvian restaurants up here, and their food's delicious.
Perfect. So we keep going, guys. One more question. Mariana, vamos.
We are, who wants to ask? It's the opportunity of the journalist right now.
They're waiting on people to ask questions.
Arturo, come on. Arturo Tovar from Movies.
Okay, I gotta ask because I don't want to have this lingering inside of me. Are we ever gonna see Machete in space? I gotta know. It's killing me.
You know what? I want you to post for everybody to page Robert Rodriguez and say, "Get off your dead ass and let's do Machete in space." He's got it written. Tell him
Let's
how
do that
fun
now. So, Danny, we are about to wrap up because we only have 1 hour with you, but we are very happy to be able to spend all this quality time with you and get to know more about you. It seems that you are the never-ending surprise. You love to cook. You love history. You love to find a mountain or a mine in Colombia or in Chihuahua, Mexico. you have restaurants, you love to cook, you love to eat, you love tattoos, you love music, you love fashion. What is that we don't know about you that we know?
I have a record label called Trejo's Music, and they're doing really, really good. It's like I'm having a lot of fun with it. I have some great artists, and that's what we do. And I'm going to incorporate that with Mysteries Unearthed. I'm going to do the title. Boom.
We love the idea, and we love that Machete the musical. So you never know. Well, Machete, Danny, before we go, please remind everybody that they cannot miss one episode of Misterios with History Channel.
Todos, por favor, no pueden missar the History Channel, titled Mysteries Unearthed, and hosted by Danny Trejo. El Machete.
Danny, te queremos. I know you look like a tough guy, but we discovered today that you are a sweetheart. You're a very nice person with an amazing big heart. We really love you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you todos. Besos.
Bendiciones. Gracias.
¿Crees en el destino?
Un hombre encuentra una fortuna en un lugar inusual.
Conoce las historias más increíbles de encuentros fortuitos y tesoros ocultos junto a Dani Trejo.
Imagínense desenterrar las palabras perdidas de Jesús. Únanse ahora, porque nada permanece oculto para siempre.
Misterios inexplorados con Dani Trejo. Por History Channel.